We get to do something new today.
New?
New.
New. Little yellow different.
So we decided to have a little contest. Who could find the better puzzle?
We want to do some challenges against each other. And so the one we decide on first, it's got a power on one. It's a puzzle item, no screen, like no LCD screen, right?
Yeah, not like no
Like
no like handheld gaming type screen, not like a Game Boy, not like a puzzle game,
no.
not like Tetris or something like
Yeah, I
that,
mean
like
it
any
could have
version of Tetris.
like a score display or something like that, but not a screen as we know it, like you said, a console. And under $20.
Yep.
Three things we're going to be judging it on. One is how unique is it and the features. Two, is it fun? Now we'll probably mention how fun it was back in the day, but it's rated on how fun is it now.
Yeah.
And then last is the value. You know, what did you get for under $20? You know, we're going to talk about the condition of it, the price you pay for all the things it does, and
Yeah, because one of the items might have only been $2 and you decided that was good enough.
right.
So, and we're gonna say we're not gonna do rating scores. It's gonna be this item was more unique than this item. This item's more fun. This is a better value. And then,
Yep. 3 points available, and those three will be allocated to one or the other, his or mine. So,
and we each have no idea what the other person bought at all.
it's still hidden right now.
He probably didn't even buy a puzzle.
I didn't. I walked around his house and found something.
We're gonna flip a coin just to see who gets to show theirs first.
Or whoever wins the coin toss can declare. Maybe you want to finish. Maybe
I'll let you call it though.
maybe you want to do it on your head. That old classic upside down trick on your head.
All right, you call it.
Heads.
That is tails,
That
sir.
is tails. So
I'll
what
let
do
you
wanna
go
do?
first then.
Okay, you will. He will defer.
Yeah.
All right. So my item is what? Is that what you got?
No, I almost did.
I know nothing about it.
I almost bought that.
The flip side.
This looks like a
All right.
it looks
Well,
like a Rubik's cube.
yeah. Flip slide match. It has multiplayer challenge your friends. 4 game modes. Match the colored blocks to the lights.
Twist and slide the blocks to match the colors of the lights. Ready? Okay, 3, 2,
I'm not even
1,
sure.
go.
You hate Rubik's cubes and you
I
went and
do.
and you went and got this.
I did.
Um,
I mean, do we have a category on sound?
I mean that's part of the uniqueness and features maybe.
Okay. Apparently, there's no instructions.
Best part is I don't even think you're gonna like your own puzzle.
Twist the blocks and choose mode. Speed mode.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Current high score is 240 seconds.
What am I even doing?
Current high score is 240
Speed
seconds.
mode. Complete 10
Moves as fast as you can. Match colors on the side of the blocks to light up the colors. To lit up the colors. Oh, this is in wonderful English too.
I'm just glad you picked out an item to compete with that you don't even know what it does.
I don't.
Let's have a
You
competition.
guys like this?
Yeah.
How unique is this?
Like,
This is where we lose viewers.
it's like, hey, let's go to the. Hey guys, let's go try out this great restaurant. I love it. Then you get there. What are you going to order?
What do you-
I've never been here before.
Just close your eyes and pick something on the menu.
3 weeks later.
And was this just a package that was accidentally delivered to your house?
It was pretty, man. It was shiny and pretty. It sold me.
You were struggling. This is a great puzzle. This might be the hardest puzzle ever made.
Many months later.
Oh man.
You want to try? It's
Oh,
fun.
cool. Let's see. So we got try to guess if this is how this thing works.
You did something.
Yeah, match the colors like you said. See, look, red and blue. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. That's kind of neat. You know, once you give it to somebody that's played a video game before or listens to what something says. Yeah, I mean, it's got sweet jams. And it's not like those countdown
Even matches my
jams.
shirt.
Green, yellow, yellow, blue.
Look at that.
I mean, the movement's pretty awesome. Like how these things slide.
In multiplayer mode, don't be the last one holding the unit or you'll lose.
Oh, so it's like, look at that.
Man, you're incredible. There we go. There is my contribution to the puzzle game.
I mean, the twist of it is actually, it's really satisfying. And the slide, you can
Kinda
keep
is.
going around. I mean, it's nice. The only problem is you got to figure out how to turn it off.
I know, that's what I was looking for.
Press and hold the button in the middle. For not knowing what you bought, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
And it has multiplayer.
Yeah.
Hot potato, basically. The one and only
The Amaze-a-Tron.
Amaze-a-Tron. So, I don't actually know if this is the video game Coleco company, but this is a digital maze. So I did open it up, so I kind of know what it does.
Uh-huh.
It has multiple game modes, and then it has a little storage spot where you have a start marker, which is just a little square, a stop, and then 2-player pawns. So it has 1-player and multiplayer. It's a good old 9-volt battery in this thing. Okay, so you have nothing there, broken. Now, so you got 8 different game modes. You got a normal maze, a blind alley maze, which means it'll put dead ends in the maze if you choose that mode. Back to start maze, you screw up, you have to go all the way back to the beginning, remember where you came from. Then multiplayer versions, I'll set it to a back to start maze. You choose this is the single player settings, and you just hit, so we're going to mode 3, you hit game start. So it tells you the piece. So 19 is the starting location. You push it down, and then 4 is your ending location. And then now you pick which direction you want to go, which way you think the maze is, and you tap the pawn.
The whole green
No, just
thing?
the pawn. So see,
I did it.
nope, that was wrong. So you go back to the start,
All right.
and you can't go diagonals. Oh, see, then now it would be the red person's turn. So that's, see. See.
Okay.
And it's the same maze. See, now it's the green. But it's the same maze for both players.
Oh yeah, I already did that one.
Well, yeah, but you could have done it in the wrong order.
Okay, it's
'Cause
not just a bad spot.
Right, it's an actual, like, you have to think of it like it's a walled maze.
Uh-oh. All right.
No, you have to hit the first spot
Oh.
to start it.
I was like, what?
There you go. Why'd you just do the same one I messed up on? You can't keep messing up. But
All right.
yeah. So
So
then,
that's actually pretty cool.
so you know,
Amaze-a-Tron. See?
no. So see, we're all wrong. You have to go that direction. But yeah. So
How do you go that direction and get back?
well, so you
Oh,
probably
you-
go that way and then that
okay,
way because it's like a
alright.
wall.
So let's show off. I feel like my packaging did not have much to it, but let's show off.
Yeah, some nice
This,
old school.
advertised on TV. Musical tunes play when the correct move is made. Wrong move gets the raspberry, and that was quite the raspberry. 1 and 2 player, a microprocessor programmed. Man, the
It's-
marketing they had back then. Digital display shows start and finish squares, ages 6 and up. It's even got the booklet, which is kind of cool. Oh, there's the
Yeah, it describes the different game modes on the
different
back
games.
as
Nice.
well.
What
And
year was this? Does it say on the machine?
it doesn't say on the machine.
1978. So
Yeah.
Coleco. I'm not sure if that is the same.
I don't know. Coleco, I think, made a bunch of handles, but I don't think it's the same.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I saw it and it was
That's pretty cool.
and it goes a 9-volt battery, or if you want to take a gamble and actually try an AC adapter in it.
And just to be fair, there was the packaging for this. You could see the whole thing in the front, and then the flip side on the back. So now, here's where it gets fun. Unique and features.
I
That's
mean-
actually pretty competitive.
Yeah, interesting.
Category.
We each picked one that has multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think the flip side looks familiar, like a Rubik's Cube,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not because it changes colors and it fully rotates. And to me, the maze, everybody knows what a maze is. Rarely see an electronic maze.
Not everyone knows what an Amaze-a-Tron is, though.
I sure didn't until
Well,
I
I
came
did not
across
either.
it.
Features, like you said, multiplayer is a big one. Different game modes. This one has 4 compared to 8. This one has cool voices, and a lot of that's just to do with the sheer age. Honestly, the fact that we're comparing this one to this one that's out right now, and it's even a discussion.
50-year difference.
That's pretty impressive on the Amaze-a-Tron. It has a better name, I would say. Flipside, okay. Whatever. That's kind of almost a normal mechanism to play certain type of games. You're ranging, you're matching, and then you power it on by accident. It's got memory games, speed. You saw that in like Bop It and Rubik's Cube. It's got just kind of snippets of each one of those.
Control's different, but
It spins better than the WoW Cube.
yeah, I know it's solid. Like, if I just wanted to use a fidget version of the WoW Cube, I'd probably choose that.
And then this, you can pinpoint certain numbers, and it understands the pressure and the
And supposedly it's got over 1 million different mazes. I have had a couple mazes where they were right next to each other, and I just went up, over, and hit it. I mean,
hey, that's part of it.
but
You know?
1 million different mazes. I kind of think, I don't know if the speed mode on Flipside is the same puzzles every time.
I wouldn't think so.
It's probably maybe the same amount of lights or turns. It probably knows that a bit. I'm struggling too. It's like the flip side feels like something that you just see on the shelf and bypass. Like it looks like something else,
Yeah.
but it doesn't function like that. Once you open it and use it, it's not the normal. One reason I think I lean towards the Amaze-a-Tron and Uniqueness, in 50 years I haven't seen anything similar.
Right.
That's the only.
I'm gonna go with the Amaze-a-Tron on that one. I think it's more unique. Like you said, you can find similar games now and for past so many years. I've not really seen anything like this. That's still that's pretty unique. My opinion, I'm giving the point to that.
I think I have to kind of go with that as well, because I can't think of anything to compare this to
Right.
besides pen and paper.
And horse racing.
Yeah.
Fun.
I would probably have to lean towards the flip side potentially on fun,
Mhm.
because you're not doing the same thing over and over and over. I mean, you kind of are, but it's different actions. You're not just do. This is solving a maze. If you hate mazes,
See, yeah. Well,
I
I
don't.
think I had more fun doing that.
Well, I mean, this is probably leans more towards something I would potentially play
and
with,
see,
but
yes, I did get this one, but it was for contest purposes, not.
I would say though this is probably more entertaining multiplayer. It's kind of like, like if you watch Squid Game.
No.
You ever watch? Oh man, well, that falls about as flat
Yeah.
as Greg researching his puzzle game.
I mean, got to
So-
wake up early in the morning to explain something to me.
So in Squid Game, there's a thing where they're all in line, and they have like two boxes all the way. They built a bridge, glass panels, and one's fake and one's real. The person in the front of the line picks one, and they either fall through or go through. So the person in second knows exactly where to go. But you don't want to be the one towards the very end, because then you're giving someone the entire solution. It kind of feels like that. It's like you either get really lucky or you screw up at the very end, and then then the other person just is like, okay, cool, it's this one. Boom, game over. So I think you get more pressure and stuff off multiplayer like that.
So if you didn't play the multiplayer, if you played the single player, does it keep track of a score, like how many wrong moves or something?
I don't think so.
Or do you just keep going? I mean, there has to be a goal besides getting to the end.
I'm not even sure if it tells you like how many moves you got wrong. Like it doesn't. I didn't notice the timer. That was one thing. Like I didn't feel like there was much of a single player. You kind of just played. I don't think there was I don't think there was anything that said, you did 10 wrong moves, you have a certain amount of lives.
Man, that smells like a 70s game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on fun. So we might have to come back to that.
Value.
What
was your purchase price of Flipside?
It was,
we'll start there.
It was between, I think, 15 and 20. It was maybe 16, 17, something like that, I believe.
I got the Amaze-a-Tron for $11. I had to pay for shipping because it came from eBay.
Right.
But we also
agreed not to.
As long as the shipping wasn't analog level.
Yeah.
We agreed to shipping doesn't really count.
A $5 item with $30 shipping.
And there was a lot of these on eBay. I had to have this sweet box.
This is our first challenge, and I am truly stuck on this because they're so different.
I kind of, for value, lean towards the Amaze-a-Tron due to the million different puzzle combinations, like maze combinations. Like if we're going for a puzzle factor, which is what this is, I feel like it's more of a puzzle than potentially a speed reaction.
Is that a headphone jack in there?
That's the AC adapter board.
Okay. I was like, I used to hear the raspberries.
I feel like there's more puzzles here, but it doesn't keep track of score or any sense. Well, that does have a high score.
Yeah, I'll give that one value. So yeah, based on that, that got 2 out of 3. So fun doesn't
really apply,
matter, and that's pretty subjective anyway. This is gonna be fun to a lot of people. I'm not knocking this lost today, but there's a lot of people. I'm telling you, that is quite satisfying. And
I mean, I don't know how you can compete though with something called. I mean, it's got Amaze in the title.
And they both have the memory kind of game. That one's not fast paced. If you just want kind of a leisure game and more puzzle-ish, this one you're gonna go for speed at some point, unless you're just strictly doing the memory, and then it's gonna be just like Simon.
Well, and then I mean, obviously, you'll know which one kind of fits you better, but I mean, as right now, the Amaze-a-Tron fits. Maybe this video will take off, and then no one can buy Amaze-a-Tron anymore.
So that's a rarity. I'm calling it now. So there we go. Basically in this instance, if he wanted to, I would trade. I would take that home, and he can have this. That's what I would do. But
and I will say I am keeping this because I've played a few rounds multiplayer, and it is quite fun because it's different. It's easy. There's not much to explain to somebody. Everybody kind of knows what a maze is.
Help us mold this thing. We do really appreciate you watching. We are trying to grow and having a lot of fun doing it, and the feedback has been awesome.
I would be curious if anyone's heard of or owns an Amaze-a-Tron, honestly, because I've never seen that thing in my life until I started researching.
We'll see you next time. Boo-boo!